Coming up on this edition of Access Virginia Beach, back to school. Nearly 70,000 students hit the books for the first day of school. And headed home, 3 rehabilitated sea turtles are released, plus staying dry. Find out how the city prevents flooding at the Oceanfront. That and more are coming up as we access Virginia Beach. Hello and welcome to VBTV's Access Virginia Beach, a program that informs you of news and events from around our city and schools. I'm Veronica Coleman. Thanks for joining us. It's that time of the year again, back to school. Let's take a look at how the first day went at one local high school. As the sun slowly rose and buses rolled in, students were greeted with a welcome back surprise. Bayside High School rolled out the red carpet for students returning on the first day of school. The band was out in full force and staff welcomed the more than 1,500 students back. So why all the hoopla?
It is a special day. It's 50 years since Bayside High School first opened its doors. So that's an exciting time. So in celebration, we wanted to have the faculty in their regalia because on-time graduation is one of our major goals.
In honor of Bayside's golden anniversary, the SEA worked throughout the summer to make the day special.
Basically, we had like an opening pep rally. We passed out goodie bags to the students and went bus to bus welcoming them back.
Teachers hope students will carry their excitement throughout the school year.
I could tell by their expressions and their faces they're very excited. Our band had like an amazing program for them too this year, and our teachers actually wore their gowns for their college and stuff, so they're very excited to start school.
The school has several events planned all year long to celebrate the semi-centennial. The school division welcomed nearly 70,000 students for the first day of school. Parents, if you're looking for bus routes, school hours, or immunization requirements, check out the school division's website, vbschools.com. Now that kids are starting to fill the halls at schools, that also means buses are back on the roads. The Virginia Beach Police Department wants to make sure your child's trip to school is a safe one.
It takes desire, ability, and opportunity for a criminal to take advantage of you. Eliminating the opportunity is your first step toward protecting yourself. As the start of the school year approaches, it's time to think about ways to keep our children safe while going to and from school. Consider sharing watch responsibilities with a neighbor so your children have an adult overseeing safety at their bus stops. Also have a responsible person at the bus stop when they return home. And parents continue to report safety concerns of any type to a school administrator, teacher, or resource officer, or call the police non-emergency dispatch number at 757-385-5000. Call 911 for emergencies. Students play a critical role in school safety too, so teach them to report dangerous or suspicious behavior. Above all, be alert. Protect yourself and your children. Don't give crime a chance. This tip is brought to you by the Virginia Beach Police Department's Crime Prevention Unit.
And another type of bus is also on the road again, the reading bus. Virginia Beach parents with children aged 2 to 5 have a unique learning tool on wheels that will help their toddlers get a head start for kindergarten. The reading bus is scheduled to visit a wide selection of communities Tuesday through Friday of every week. The bus will visit each site twice each month for approximately 45 minutes. The most current schedule can be found by logging on to vbschools.com and search Reading Bus. Every 6 months, City Council sits down to discuss where they've been and where they're going. These retreats allow Council to continue to move the city forward.
They still have their rights to do and submit plans as they see fit.
A day-long planning retreat was held in the conference room of the Economic Development Department. Council members reviewed their successes and began setting forth future agendas.
And we've got some big projects to talk about. The arena, light rail. We're always, as you heard us talk about earlier today, our focus is always going to continue to be on our public school system, our public safety, and, in transportation within the city.
Members put their ideas out on the table for all to discuss. The retreats also help guide city staff members.
The purpose of the retreat is to set priorities for the staff to follow in order to achieve the goals that the City Council wants achieved during the next year.
Discussions regarding future goals included growing the local economy, creating a financially sustainable city, becoming a first-class resort, improving the transportation system, and revitalizing neighborhoods. Information gathered at the workshop will be compiled and a report will be provided back to City Council members. And as the summer slowly comes to a close, a trio of rehabilitated sea turtles started their journey back home to nature. Precious cargo is being delivered. One by one, members of the Virginia Aquarium Stranding Response Team unloaded 3 sea turtles at the oceanfront. As the 3 amigos made their way to the beach, dozens of beachgoers cheered them on.
We have 3 turtles this morning. We have 1 loggerhead and we have 2 Kemp's Ridleys.
All 3 were injured, picked up by the Stranding Response Team, and received plenty of TLC.
This is Gaston.
This little guy was hooked by a fisherman at the Virginia Beach fishing pier back in early August. Maleficent was also hooked by a fisherman at the Gloucester fishing pier back in July.
Maleficent was here the longest. He was on antibiotics. When we originally brought him in, there was still part of a hook lodged down in the esophagus, so that needed to be removed under sedation. And he ended up having a secondary, some sort of head wound, which appeared to be an old healing abscess. So we treated that and flushed that out.
This big guy, Boston Bruin, had a much more serious injury that required more than a year in rehab.
Boston Bruin was found last June in the head of a pound net. He was found by one of the pound net fishermen, and we were doing health studies at the time. We went out there to do a health study on him and found the injury on his carapace, so he was brought back to rehab to have that injury stabilized.
Today was their big day. All 3 were released along the shore at 31st Street. The 2 little guys were the first to go, followed by Boston Bruin, who received a hearty bon voyage from the crowd. And you can track Boston Bruin's journey. He has a satellite tag and can be tracked at seaturtle.org. If you see a hooked turtle, call the 24-hour hotline at 385-7575. While you wait for assistance, do not pull a turtle up on the line. It will cause further injury. Instead, scoop it with a net. Most of all, don't fish if you see turtles nearby. Coming up next on this edition of Access Virginia Beach, see what measures the city has in place to protect the oceanfront from flooding. Plus, the popular Neptune Festival Boardwalk weekend is only a few weeks away. We'll bring you the details. That and more are coming up next.
Virginia Beach Schools Parent Connection is your one-stop resource for information and events which support families and promote student success. Raising children is challenging, but even more so when parents have different discipline styles, lack consistency, or aren't able to provide a united front. Would you like to develop more effective parenting strategies and improve communication with your parenting partner? Plan to join CHKD Community Outreach Manager Michelle Tyrone for Parenting on the Same Page, being held Thursday, September 25th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. at the CHKD in Norfolk. This free workshop will help you to better understand your parenting philosophy so you're seen as a more supportive, cohesive unit when interacting with your children. Registration is required and available online at the address on your screen or call 668-9304. Football, field hockey, baseball, and soccer. Our children are joining teams and playing sports at an early age now. Organized sports are a great way to learn about sportsmanship and build relationships, but they can lead to injuries. Join Parent Connection and CHKD for a free workshop focused on your child and sports, being held Thursday, October 9th at the CHKD Health and Surgery Center at Princess Anne in Virginia Beach. Learn how your actions and attitudes can help enhance your child's experience. And hear important information about the most common injuries plaguing young athletes and how to prevent them. To register for this Parent Connection and Parent Academy workshop, call 668-9304 or register online at the address on your screen. To learn more about important deadlines or to see a complete calendar of Parent Connection events, visit vbschools.com and click on the Parent tab at the top of the page.
Welcome back to Access Virginia Beach. I'm Veronica Coleman. Virginia Beach was recently named the top flood-safe city on the East Coast by homeinsurance.com. How exactly does the city manage seaside flooding? We went straight to the experts to find out. Life's a beach at the resort city, but living by the ocean can also have its downfalls, like flooding. When storms hit our area, what exactly does the city do to prevent flooding?
Virginia Beach has been proactive with regard to flood protection since the late 40s. Back then it was realized that the shoreline was eroding, and of course with an eroding shoreline the sea can get closer to the infrastructure, cause flooding. So they adopted a program and really got it up and running in the 1950s to do periodic beach replenishment to maintain the main resort beach and prevent that flood damage.
A 30-foot deep seawall, a widened beach, 8 stormwater pump stations at the oceanfront provide protection against 10-foot sea level rises and storm surge.
Almost all of our coast is sandy beach, and we have a long history of successful beach replenishment. And one of the best ways to fight sea level rise is through beach replenishment. You just simply build the beaches higher. You know, we already have the equipment and projects in place. You just make the beach a little higher and you can resist those waves and higher storm surge.
The seawall starts at Rudy Inlet and extends all the way to 59th Street. The dune fields were also enlarged and enhanced all the way to 89th Street. In the late 1990s, a beach replenishment program was also adopted at Sandbridge Beach. The project virtually eliminated flooding from coastal storms. Now that the kids are back in school, many locals feel the tourism season is over, but that's not the case. The city's Convention and Visitors Bureau offered a regional tourism summit that provided an opportunity for the local businesses to interact with industry professionals.
Welcome. This is our 6th tourism summit around the state.
Items discussed included industry trends, forecast, and ways to facilitate future economic growth.
Tourism in Virginia Beach is very good for 2014. All the indicators are up, and we're confident that it's going to be a record tourism year for us.
Stretching the tourism market across the 12-month season has been a long-time goal of the Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Tourism is the second leading industry in Virginia Beach. Figures for 2012 were $1.28 billion, $102 million in state and local tax revenue. So it's a big contributor to our local economy as well as to the Commonwealth of Virginia.
We were shocked this summer. Our retail sales are up tremendously.
In partnership with the Virginia Tourism Corporation and the Virginia Hospitality and Travel Association, the summit provided one-on-one opportunity with local tourism professionals.
Well, I think it's important because this is a vital part of our economy here in Virginia Beach, and for everyone in the industry, all of our partners that we partner with throughout Virginia Beach to stay current on the trends that are happening in this type of industry.
In addition to the panel discussion, the Virginia Tourism Corporation delivered research information specific to the coastal Virginia region.
The intent of them is to really, talk about how important tourism is to the state of Virginia and the fact that it's the #2 industry in the state, and tourism really is a significant economic driver. And we'd like to, for legislators, elected officials to understand, how important tourism is.
The summit also featured hotel and lodging performance statistics and how they affect tourism overall. Similar types of summits will be offered throughout the fall and winter season, so keep an eye on vbgov.com for times and dates. The City of Virginia Beach and the Small Business Development Center of Hampton Roads is teaming up to offer a free training series that teaches best practices for bidding on municipal construction contracts.
Everyone deserves a chance to do business and show what they can accomplish.
Participants of the series will learn how to develop a bid strategy, ensure bid compliance, meet the procurement staff, and learn from the experts with one-on-one counseling.
The city has long recognized that small, minority, women-owned and service-disabled veteran-owned businesses have not been participating in city business, especially the construction side of our business, at the level that City Council would like to see.
As a result, the city has implemented several programs designed to get more participation from small, women, and minority-owned businesses.
We're going to learn a little bit more about how to put together and go after city business. They're going to learn the value proposition. They're going to learn who to partner with, what the city's looking for, what the schools are looking for, basically how to develop a winning bid strategy.
The series will be held September 25th, October 2nd, and October 9th from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. at the Virginia Beach Department of Economic Development. Reservations should be made for all 3 sessions by September 22nd. To review session titles or to find out more about these classes, simply log on to the website listed below. Homeowners and renters, beware. There is a new con out there that involves scammers posing as Dominion Virginia Power employees with the sole purpose of stealing your valuables. Macy Pridgeon, Public Information Officer for the Virginia Beach Commonwealth's Attorney's Office, brings us the details.
Someone pretending to be a utility worker shows up at your door, claiming he needs to fix something inside your home. He may even tell you that he needs cash for an overdue power bill. You let him in and go about your business. What you don't know is that you've just unknowingly invited a thief into your home. Here's what you should do to avoid falling victim. Don't let anyone into your home until you have verified their identity and reason for their visit. Never give cash to someone who arrives at your doorstep unannounced. Do your research. If you owe money, call the power company directly before making a payment. Beware of giving personal information over the phone and don't wire money. If you ever feel threatened, call the police. Dominion Virginia Power rarely needs to go into your home for service. They typically schedule appointments and also carry proper identification, so keep that in mind. You can verify the identity of a worker by calling the number listed on your screen.
Colin Stolley, Commonwealth's Attorney, in partnership with you to keep Virginia Beach safe.
Make sure you share this information with your friends and neighbors. For additional information, visit www.dom.com. With the kids back in the hallways of learning, many parents out there believe that summer fun at the beach is over, right? Think again, friends, because the 41st Annual Neptune Festival is rocking September at the Oceanfront. Great drinks, food, and music highlight the annual festivities. Boardwalk Weekend is the culminating event of the festival as thousands gather along Atlantic Avenue to view the annual parade and stroll along the boardwalk, taking in all the sights. Browse the tents and displays on your way to the International Sand Sculpting Championship, where you'll see world-class sculptors from around the globe. The big weekend starts on Friday, September 26th through Sunday the 28th. Exact times and locations are listed on your screen. A complete list of events is also available online at neptunefestival.com. The Neptune Festival is one of the top 10 festivals on the East Coast and attracts more than 500,000 people each year to Boardwalk Weekend. And with that, we've come to the end of our show. But if you've missed something or would like to see it again, you can view this program online. Log on to bbgov.com/media. Then under the All Categories button, find and click on Access Virginia Beach. We leave you today with some photos of the new King Neptune and his court. Thomas A. Barton III was crowned King Neptune during a recent City Council meeting. You'll see him, along with his court, during the upcoming Neptune Festival activities. For everyone here at VBTV, I'm Veronica Coleman, and thanks for watching.